Hello there, very good afternoon. This is Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. Taking a look at the headlines first. 73 individuals who attempted to illegally migrate to Australia arrested. A group of small-scale fishermen demonstrate in Trincomalee. Also, the Kapilavastu Sarvani relics brought to the Veluvana Rajamaha Viharaya in Kantale. Starting from your local news as always, Minister Rishad Bathiuddin, who was summoned to appear before the Manor Magistrates Court today in connection with attempting to influence the magistrate over the telephone, was granted bail by the court today. He was released on a cash bail of 10,000 rupees and two sureties of 500,000 rupees each. The minister had filed the bail application stating that he was prepared to appear in court on any date. Accordingly, Magistrate Ranga Disanayake granted bail for Minister Bathiuddin and ordered him to appear in court on the 4th of October. Taking a look at one of our headline-making stories, another 76 persons who attempted to illegally migrate to Australia have been arrested in Trincomalee and Point Pedro. Navy media spokesperson Commander Kosala Warnakulasuriya said that the 76 persons had been arrested while travelling in two boats. While 54 persons were on board the vessel captured off Point Pedro, the vessel captured in Trincomalee had 24 persons on board. The Navy media spokesperson said that the group had been handed over to the CID for further investigations. Still in local news, the Kapilavastu Sarvani relics, which had been placed at the Sri Sambudatta Jayanti Viharaya in Anuradhapura, were brought to the Veluvana Rajamaha Viharaya in Kantale today.
The relics, which were brought to the police sports ground in Kantale via air, were received by the Deputy Minister of Buddha Sasana and Religious Affairs, MKDS Gunawardena. Thereafter, the relics were brought to the Veluvana Rajamaha Viharaya in Kantale, where religious observances were held with the participation of parliamentarian Namal Rajapaksa. The relics have been placed in a special chamber within the Viharaya. Our cameras captured footage of numerous devotees who had arrived at the Viharaya to view the relics. The relics will be kept at the Veluvana Rajamaha Viharaya until tomorrow. The relics were brought to Sri Lanka in view of the 2600 Sambuddhatva Jayanti on a request made by President Mahinda Rajapaksa to the Indian Prime Minister in order to boost Indo-Lanka relations. The relics, which were housed at the New Delhi Museum, were last brought to Sri Lanka in 1978.
Police investigations are continuing into the incident where a man and his daughter were shot dead in the Murugahena area in Horana.
The police stated that the shooting took place at around 8:30 last night in the Polhena area in Murugahena. The police added that when the man, his wife and daughter were travelling on a motorcycle, a masked gunman on a parked motorcycle had carried out the shooting. The deceased have been identified as 33-year-old Susanta Kumara and his 4-year-old daughter Thoshana Navanjana. The injured wife of Susanta is receiving treatment at the Horana hospital. The victims are residents of the Polhena area in Murugahena.
Well, in more local news, 84 individuals who are protesting against Sri Lankan Defence Forces being trained in India have been arrested by the Tamil Nadu police.
According to BBC, K. Ramakrishnan, who is a political leader in Tamil Nadu, is among those arrested. The protest has been carried out after two Sri Lankan army personnel who are undergoing training at the Defence Services Staff College in Wellington, India, were exposed. Meanwhile, 11 people who were attempting to obstruct the Kunnur railway line are also among the 84 arrested. Out of the 84 arrested, 73 were taken into custody while trying to move forward towards the Defence Services Staff College. Incidentally, they were MDMK supporters. Moreover, Chief Minister Jayalalitha Jayaram has sent another letter to Prime Minister Manmohan Singh with regard to Sri Lankan army personnel being trained in Tamil Nadu.
Postal voting for the provincial council elections commenced this morning. Deputy Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed said that there are 100,818 eligible voters. He went on to say that postal voting will continue tomorrow as well. M.M. Mohammed further said that voters who will miss the opportunity to vote within these 2 days will have to go to the district elections office to cast their vote. Meanwhile, police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana stated that special security has been arranged surrounding the premises of the postal voting centres. Meanwhile, a group of small-scale fishermen in Trincomalee have been engaged in a demonstration since this morning. Our reporter says that the flow of traffic along the Trincomalee-Pulmade Road was disrupted as a result. Our reporter says that the flow of traffic along the Trincomalee-Pulmade Road was disrupted as a result. Our reporter said that the fishermen are engaged in this demonstration, calling on the authorities to ensure that prohibited fishing methods are not used. Still in your local news, the Ministry of Health states that the death rate of infants and children in the country has reduced. National Program Manager and Maternal and Child Morbidity and Mortality Surveillance, Dr. Kapila Jayaratne, says that this death rate has reduced to 31 infants' deaths per 100,000 births. He further stated that the reason behind this was due to the quality of the health services provided in the country.
It's a very notable aspect. If we look at our neighboring countries, the death rate of infants and children are very high. If we look at India, the rate is around 250 to 270. We have neared the status of the developed countries. Taking into consideration the infants under the age of 1, the death rate is around 8 per 1,000 infants.
On to sports now, Sri Lanka registered a comprehensive win against Nepal in their Group A preliminary round encounter in the 8th Asian Netball Championship at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo today. Day 3 of the 8th Asian Netball Championships commenced this morning. Defending champions Sri Lanka, who were unbeaten in their previous 2 games, took on Nepal in their 3rd match of the tournament. Sri Lanka led the first half 65 points to 2 and continued their dominance to seal a 127 points to 3 win. Well, with that, we wrap up our lunchtime news for this afternoon. But stay tuned as our hourly updates comes your way at 1:55. I'm Aaron Rajaratnam for News First.